Titan!
Very well.
This must have been a fishing village before everyone left.
Enough!
This is no time to ride. You won't find a finer array this side of the strait. A fine choice. You're welcome anytime. Please, a piece of fruit, a crust of bread, anything. What's happened? The guards at the gate are in a right old panic.
They're saying Twin Side's gone.
Pardon me, but would you happen to be a fighting... that well-notched steel and impressive physique? I have need of a sword for hire, and yours looks to be a weapon well worth the coin. Might you be convinced to offer me the use of those formidable arms?
How exactly do you intend to use them?
Well, being something of a scholar of Zemeckis history, I wish to investigate the ruins near the city, and I require a rugged companion, lest I find myself waylaid by ne'er-do-wells or the beasts said to roam the area. Should you accept, you will not only earn yourself material wealth, but partake of the true treasure that awaits us there. The rich and storied history of Zemeckis. Well, were you ever party to a finer proposition?
My arms are yours.
Wonderful! Then come. We must away.
But where are we going?
Along the old Zemeckis Road. And from there, onward to discovery. Quickly! There is not a moment to lose.
Wait. Well, good luck with your ne'er-do-wells. I'd better make sure he doesn't get himself killed.
Anything I can do for you? The other half. As for me... may luck go with you.
What I wouldn't give for a hot meal.
Would that we had any.
It's like this is the end of the road for us.
When are they gonna let us through?
I don't know.
Did you see it too? Lights in the sky over the Dominion.
I did. Is it war, do you think?
Why am I not surprised?
You'll handle the old coin if you know what's good for you.
Are you hurt?
Happily not, good sir. Thanks to your timely intervention. More importantly, we have arrived. Now, feast your eyes upon the marvel before us. Ruins, a relic of the fallen civilization. A sight so common that man is oft blinded to its wonder. Colossal vessels, dashed from the very heavens. Airships, we call them, with very little thought to what wonders such a word might describe. Oblige me if you would. Does anything strike you as peculiar about this particular specimen? Though we ourselves find fallen ruins to be nigh indestructible, whatever gouged the final sin from the rock cleaved clean through the structure you see before you. A tantalizing mystery, no doubt, but merely one of countless enigmas in which Zemeckis history is steeped. Come, good sir. Our expedition continues, and we still have much to learn.
He's passionate. I'll give him that. Not a... All right then. Who's first?
Stop!
You're going to get yourself killed.
Oh, that would not do. That would not do at all. Not when such majesty stretches out before us. As Moss tells us, a battle was fought here in ancient times. A battle of such ferocity that it tore a great crater in the very land upon which it was waged. In reaching for their holy sanctum, did man enrage the gods. And great was the vengeance that was rained down upon him. Alas, the full truth of the matter is lost to time, though I live in hope that I might see it discovered. But we must not dwell upon such things. There is more yet to see. Onward! History awaits!
Oh no. He's really got himself into trouble this time. It's over! All yours, Torgal! Fire and blood! Now, Torgal! Sickle! There's more! This one! Get him! Still in one piece?
It would seem so. Once more I am in your debt, and once more you impress me with your prowess. These were no ordinary foes, but ones we in the field call Echo. Though Moss the Chronicler concurs with the legends in attributing the fall of Zemeckis to a wrath wrought upon mankind by the gods, could the construction of such miraculous edifices have been considered an encroachment upon the province of the divine? Alas, all is mere speculation. But one day, perhaps, I will learn the truth.
Not if you keep running headfirst into trouble.
You are right, of course. And not only have you plucked me repeatedly...
Glad to help, but...
I fear I may have rather overstated the case on that front. In truth, you see, even my fellow scholars have grown some... And so I came upon the idea.
That's what this was all about.
I am afraid so.
Fine.
And so, here, your reward for
I see you've been of some assistance to Eloise.
Perhaps.
Finding someone. You see, I was griping about my lot to a friend of mine a few days back, and now Joseph's a sellsword, and a good one at that.
Any idea where his search for the thief?
The old Joseph...
What I wouldn't give for a hot meal.
Looks like this is the end of the road for us.
When are they gonna let us through?
What do you want?
Just information.
Now you...
Which way did he go?
I buggered off down the road. We don't want any trouble.
Neither do I. I'm looking... for someone. A grey-haired mercenary.
Well, we haven't seen...
Yes, we have. We saw him climbing up the rock. Those ones.
Did Joseph's thieves really lug their stolen wares all the way out here? I think we found our thieves. They don't look happy to see me. Nice try. Get him! Let's get this over with.
Stop! Don't kill him, he's just protecting his home.
Joseph? So the boy was right.
I don't know you.
Your porter friend sent me to find you.
Have I been gone that long? It wasn't hard finding the thieves. The problem was knowing what to do with them when I did.
I take it things are more complicated than they appear.
I'd all but ruled out bandits before I even left the market. You know what that is? Because our thieves had no interest in gold or gems or anything they couldn't eat, for that matter. Add to that the rumors of goblins in the area, and the mystery practically solved itself. I soon found their cozy little homestead, and all the I launched myself at them, full of righteous fury, but the others, they huddled around that food. They stole because it was that or starvation. I've been...
So you spared them? And
these goblins aren't native to the area. They don't know how to survive such barren lands, so... And once they've learned to hunt and forage, they won't be fool enough to risk their necks in Bocklad.
I'm impressed.
Do me a favor. Let the porter know I'm safe. I'll head back. Oh, and don't mention the goblins.
Your secret's safe with me.
I appreciate it.
What's happened? Joseph's fine. He'll be back once he's tied up a few loose ends.
That's a weight off my shoulders.
He certainly knows his business.
A good thing.
Who needs a porter when there's nowhere left to go?
If you're thinking about leaving for the Crystalline Dominion, you're out of luck. They've closed the checkpoint, even for those of us with traders' passes. Not that I'd recommend heading that way. People are saying they've seen smoke rising over Twinside, and infernal beasts roaming the Crystal Road.
Something I can help you with? Safe travels.
Do you have any fresh water? The well's been all but dry since the skies changed.
Barely a drop left for myself. Oh, looks like I'll be making another trip to Chedra's Thread.
Has this wine turned? Or is it my stomach?
Tastes better if you don't look up.
Now I just need to see about getting the word out to everyone.
Bad news.
Good, actually. Something worse. Only trouble is, the serving girl's still new to the job, so I can't...
Would you... Sounds...
So you... Stop it. That's me right enough.
The flight.
What's happened?
Please. A piece of fruit.
These pears are a little...
Oh, it's you. Hey, next time you see Goots, tell him we won't go back to stealing. Marcel's keeping us too busy to even think about it.
We used to keep them cool on the journey from the orchards. Barely do anything.
If what we get still.
You'll buy something, won't you? Please.
You've raised the price. Again.
I showed you my past. What more do you want from me?
I'm not the mean, you know. Well done. I wonder if the innkeeper might spare a cup of that.
Do you have any fresh water?
Right.
If I'd have...
The woes of the...
Ready, go? Run like the wind.
Thanks, Gal. This beast isn't to be trifled with. That's better. Nice try. Guess we're all ready. Too slow. Definitely not to be trifled with.
Will we ever see the sun again?
Aye, it's a dangerous world out there. You're rubbing me blind, you know. It'd better all be here. You're rubbing me blind, you know. Finished, are you?
Thanks for not leaving me in the Dominion. If you hadn't come back, I might still be stuck there. I told Nan we flew back on the Phoenix, but she walloped me for telling fibs. Can you tell her it was the truth, Clive?
Trouble with your gear, or so will it be? That it? Fine.
Did you see the pair that got hauled into tyres?
Aye. All their
Welcome back, my lord.
stained red.
I only just arrived myself. No one seemed to know where I should go, so I thought I'd guard your chambers until instructed otherwise.
I'd be happy to tell Otto everything that happened. But I know he appreciates it when you spare him the time.
A youth claiming kindred with your old commander arrived earlier this morning. Well spoken he was. And handsome too. More than a few of the girls and boys have taken an interest, if you get my meaning.
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
Cole told us everything that happened. It's a bit of a worry that both the Republican and Imperial armies are in disarray. But it was good to hear that the people stood their ground.
We've sent Cursebreakers to Martha's Rest, Dalamil, and Northreach. Hopefully they can help maintain the peace. Or at least a semblance of it.
Are we even safe here?
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back. You earned this. All done?
You mean the Iron Kingdom?
Back again? How may I help you today? Study it well, Clive. The state of the realm is ever-changing, Clive.
Agape Matham Sanu. Gayashtun in that.
Yeah, I'm gonna darken our shores again. But not for long.
All yours, Torgal. Get him.
No more vengeance. No more war. Come on. Run like the wind. straight home now.
Another God's forsaken soul, eh? Only those who have nothing. So empty your pockets.
Get him!
Let's have some fun!
Let's try. Go for it! Over here! This one!
Your brother's hungry!
Go, Torgal! Over here! Go, Torgal! This one! Get him! Titan! All yours, Torgal! Bahamut! Bahamut! Too slow. Get him! Nice try. That be light! Over here! It's over! A deserter turned outlaw. We were more similar than he knew.
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you. You earned this. Best of luck out there, Sid.
Was wondering when you turn up.
Hellos from all our friends thanking you for your timely intervention. How is it you always manage to arrive at just the right moment?
Luck, I suppose. Any word on the rest of the realm?
Let's see. Storm's still crying out for mother crystals, the nations are still in chaos, and the skies are still the colour of a kick in the kidneys 2 days on.
Right.
Clive, we knew this was going to happen. Well, not the bleeding skies part. But you take my point. Now's not the time to second-guess yourself. Now's the time to visit the infirmary. Talia says your brother's awake.
Thank you, Otto.
So it was not Sylvester, but Olivier who served as Ultima's puppet. And when Dion learned of this, he sought to slay the fiend. Only for his father to take the spear that would have freed him. Enough to drive a man to madness.
Small wonder he hasn't stirred. I would be afraid to wake.
Had I but reached out to him sooner, warned him of the threat Ultima posed. But now, both an empire and her prince lie broken.
Joshua, what do you know of Ultima?
Very little, I'm afraid. Despite my best efforts. 18 years ago, as I lay buried beneath the rubble of Phoenix Gate, 'twas not death who came for me, but another. And it was while in my rescuer's care I first heard of Ultima. I've been chasing his shadow ever since. Ultima is driven by some deep, dark purpose, and for whatever reason, it would seem you are crucial to his designs. He will stop at nothing to have you, even if that means toppling an empire.
But why me? What possible use could I be to such a creature?
That is one of many answers that have eluded me. Yet, I am certain of this. It is not mere chance. You were chosen for a reason. All dominants carry within them the might of an icon. Nigh limitless power that is at once acutely limited. I wield fire, and only fire.
And I only ice. 8 wardens for 8 elements. But you, Clive.
You are different. You're special. Your abilities begin with the flames of Ifrit. But they do not end there. The fact Ifrit can even exist goes against everything we thought we knew of dominance. Perhaps Ultima has been waiting for one such as you, whose potential is truly limitless.
I've encountered that thing several times now. If it or he, as you say, needs me, why hasn't he claimed me as he did the boy?
Were I to hazard a guess, I'd say the two of you are somehow incompatible. His mind not properly attuned to your body.
His mind?
Mind, awareness, spirit, call it what you wish. But I believe Ultima to be an embodiment of the concept. It is why I struggle and fail to contain him here inside me.
I'm sorry. Inside you?
With every setting sun, I feel my strength wane. And though the Phoenix's flames mend the prison I have made for Ultima, they do so at a cost. We must find a means to bring an end to him before I meet my own.
What were you thinking?
It was that or let him take Clive. And I've always had a soft spot for my brother.
But that doesn't mean you should sacrifice yourself to save me.
Joshua.
Clive, it's Gav. There's an army of Akashic at the gates of Canver.
Well, what's the short of it?
It's all Tyre told you. The capital of the Free Cities is under siege by an army of monstrosities. The city guard are doing their best to stem the tide, but numbers ain't on their side.
What of Lord A? We have to get them out of there.
And we shall. Otto, prepare a Stolas. Tell Gav to stay exactly where he is.
Understood.
Vivian, what's the swiftest route to the Free Cities?
That sounds like a question for the map. Look here. This road, through Tabor, should provide the least trouble.
Good.
What a coincidence. Tabor is exactly where I'm bound.
Joshua, bed is where you should be bound.
You don't think I told him the exact same thing?
Were Tyre not such a talented healer, I would surely have been inclined to agree. But, thanks to her ministrations, I feel I may safely rejoin my attendant, who was to wait for me in Tabor if we became separated.
All right, we travel together.
Clive.
If he stays close to me, he'll be fine.
Thank you, brother.
I'll look after him.
My attendant was with me in the Dominion before I primed. She would have watched the battle unfold and witnessed its outcome. I trust you'll be waiting for me in Tabor, where I can finally introduce you.
You know how I feel about this, but your brother's stubbornness knows no bounds. I'm starting to think it runs in the family.
Clive. Allow me to educate you. Study it well, Clive. Very good.
Tyre's right. Your brother is in no condition to travel. That's all I'll say on the matter. It's Mid, Gav, and your uncle we should be thinking about now.
Seems the hideaway's lost its
blasted book.
appetite.
Is a storm coming, Sid?
or there'd be thunder.
Sid, perhaps you can help me solve a mystery.
I can certainly try.
It's not who, but what. Mid's scales. The ones she made. I borrowed them to teach the little ones about weight, and shortly after the lesson, well, they vanished. My first thought was that they'd taken them off somewhere to play, but when I asked, they swore they had nothing to do with their having disappeared, which almost certainly means they had everything to do with it.
Perhaps a visit from Sid will jog their memories.
I think it just might. Thank you. I don't like to imagine that my pupils would lie to me. But if they have, I'll have no choice but to discipline them accordingly. They were in the atrium when I last saw them. As always.
I heard the Emperor was impaled on his own son's spear.
We're all gonna die! You hear me? The Akashic are coming and they won't stop until they've slaughtered every single one of us!
How do you suppose they'll manage that? You ever seen one of the blue bastards swim?
What do you reckon we should do? I say we should just tell Miss Shirley.
You'll get us all straight. I'm telling you, I can fix them. Sid!
Hard at your studies, I see. And what is that? It's not a set of scales, is it?
No. Of course it isn't.
Well, not anymore, it's not. Oh!
And just how long hasn't it been one?
We're sorry.
But we didn't break them. We dismembered them.
Just like Miss Mididol showed us.
Miss Mididol? And why would she have you dismembering her creations?
Because that's the only way to become a ninja-neer.
Miss Mididol said, the best way to see how something worked is to take it apart and put it back together again.
Well then, your work is already half done. Carry on.
About that.
The taking apart was easy enough, but it's the putting back we can't work out.
Speak for yourself. The heavy thing goes at the bottom. Then...
You three need to learn to take responsibility for your actions. So let's have a look at these parts with fresh eyes, shall we? All right. Every piece has its own role to play. And if even one of them is missing, the scales won't work. You already know one of the pieces. The body. This is called the arm.
You're right.
You've ridden a chocobo before, haven't you?
Oh,
Hold things.
Good thinking. These round parts are called the pans. You all know what a pan is.
I do. Molly uses them in the kitchen. But these aren't for frying bangers, you idiot. They're for weighing stuff. But what if I wanted to weigh Goots? I don't think he'd fit on that little thing.
Probably not.
What are the chains for? Holding the pans up?
Well spotted. Which means something must hold the chains up in turn. This tiny piece is what's called a cogwheel.
I have.
She puts them in all her inventions.
That's right. They're very useful when you want to make things move.
I remember the arm moved when I tried weighing an apple. And then some...
Not my fault. You shouldn't have tried weighing it before lunch.
You know what part's supposed to move and how it's supposed to move. So, let's put the piece...
Not a bad idea. So, now that we've taken stock of the part...
I think we've got it.
Then here's what we'll do.
Well, obviously you need to start with the body.
And the arms go on the body, just like real arms. And then the arms hold the pans by the...
Very good. Let's see if that works. There. All finished.
Yes! We did it!
Well, with Sid's help.
Oh, I just put the pieces together. It was...
That's right. We're Miss Mididol's hairs.
Her hairs?
Yeah, hairs.
What do you think, Sid? Are we almost ready?
With a little more help from Miss Mididol and Miss Shirley.
You hear that?
Until then, though, do try to be honest with Miss Shirley.
Hey, look! We never used the cogwheel.
You don't think Sid forgot about it, do you?
The girls here can have Otto and Gav and Gareth and Cole and all the rest. My heart beats for another. Now, if only Lady Taya would let me into the infirmary to see him.
Is a storm coming, Sid? Will there be...
Well?
It was as if they dismantled...
Sid.
She told me it was because her studies had been interrupted by events in Canva.
No.
She's working to give them a better life. And so should I. What's the odd engineering lesson?
Oh, you've given them far more than that. And I'm...
Seems the hideaway is lost its
blasted
appetite.
Air, you...
Are you sure it's me you're looking?
I'm all the... You remember if... So,
In-
yeah, but...
I've never...
A threat
If-
fan. You...
Laws that's right. So say best.
What am I gonna do?
Is everything all right? You seem more... It's...
Focus in.
Don't worry. Lady, you're...
What? No.
Just... Well,
And what? You believe it? You think I'm prophet? Look, but...
you're...
No.
I spoke with... That the rumors were unfounded. and that I was a fool for thinking they might, along with some other things, that... Mate, while it sounds like she may have done things she regretted in her part...
Oh, I knew Nan wasn't caught up in out bad. But why would people say she was? What did she ever...
No, but people do things for all sorts of reasons. Perhaps we'll never know.
Well, that trader, he said they were all talking about her in Dalham, so that's where I'm going. I'll find someone...
Are you sure that's wise? Whoever's...
Oh, but that's why you...
It's like a dream. The four of us out walking like we used to.
Enjoying this, are you? Gav and the others could be in danger as we speak.
You're right. I'm sorry. Yote is a fine scout. If Campbell was attacked, she will already have begun gathering information.
Tabor isn't far. We should pick up the pace.
The bandits may be no more, but look what they've left us with.
It shouldn't be too hard to find goods.
Are the bad men going to come back?
The gentlemen of the town guard are a strapping bunch.
Perhaps.
Could be I know something more.
I found some...
It says them and what? You'll
Sir.
You don't think Nan's the Reaper, do you?
Hold on. You too, Goods.
Are you looking for something in particular? My thanks. Anything else I can take off your hands? Pleasure trading with you. Thank you kindly. Pleasure trading with you. Thank you kindly. Thank you for your custom. You fought very bravely.
Time to brave the Viper's Nest.
Just you, is it? Thought I might have laid it on a bit thick.
It was a fairly unconvincing tale. So, what now?
That's up to you. He's all yours.
Leave now and we can pretend this didn't happen.
Oh, you've done it now.
Go on. Tell me what I've done.
When the Borgwyn finds out you've killed his men, he'll have your head. He only wanted that bull of a manservant, the dim one always clinging to Karen's skirts. You weren't even supposed to be here. Who the hell?
What were you going to do to him?
The Borgwyn wanted him to get to Karen. I was only supposed to point the lamp in the right direction once he arrived. Then you turned... Well, go on then.
You're not worth the effort. Now be gone. Before I change my mind.
Fucking coward!
I need to find Goots. Right.
Get your filthy paws off me, you naughty-pated lout!
Stop calling me names! And stop spreading them horrible lies about Nan!
Well, that will be easy enough. For they are not lies. Every last word is true. And she must pay for her crimes in blood.
Lord!
Goot, are you all right?
He's gonna kill Nan! He said she had to pay in blood!
After what she did, it is only right. She ruined my life and the lives of countless others. That loathsome harpy's very existence is a crime, and I will not allow it to continue. Goots, was it? I have no quarrel with you. Only with your employer. Run along now. You need not pay for her sins.
No.
No?
I don't care what she did. I won't let you hurt Nan. Promise me you won't hurt her, or I'll kill you myself!
Goots!
Enough, all of you!
Karen.
But how did you?
You're a sight less clever than you think you are, the pair of you. Did you think I wouldn't notice the two of you slinking off together? Well, the whole thing got me thinking, who in Dalamil might bear me a grudge? And a certain snivelling shit I ran afoul of in my fairy years came to mind. Though it was just Bogan back then, wasn't it? I thought the years might have taught you some sense, but I see you're the same pants-pissing craven you've always been. What was it we called you? Wet legs?
You bitch! everything that happened. It was all your fault. And now you'll finally pay for what you did to me!
Goose, you...
If you want a piece of Nan, you'll have to go through...
Fuck!
You great galoot. Out of the way, I can handle this myself. So, you remember what you told me when we last met? An eye for an eye? Wise words, Sam. Wise word. And now, it's time to collect. Sorry to...
Is he...
Dead? No. It's an easy going through life, one eye short of a pair. After all, I should know.
You don't mean...
Oh, don't tell me you didn't notice. Lost it to old Wet Legs back when we were working the same route. Said I'd stolen from his strongbox. I'd done nothing of the sort, mind. But that didn't stop him taking his little revenge, so I took some of my own. Sorry, lost everything. His coin, his clients. Always knew he'd be back one day to claim his due, but he crossed a line dragging poor Goots into this. It didn't hurt you, did he?
No, Nan. Still got all my arms, see? Legs too. But what if he comes back again?
What if he does? First we take the other eye, then we work our way down. He'll learn. But something tells me the Wet Legs has learned it already. Right. Let's get you back to the hideaway. You've attracted quite enough attention already. Ta-ra, Clive.
Remind me never to cross you, Karen.
My attendant was with me in the Dominion before I primed. She would have watched the battle unfold and witnessed its outcome. I trust you'll be waiting for me in Tabor, where I can finally introduce you.
Nothing like a dish of cold vengeance to foul the gut.
I'm sorry, Nan. I didn't mean...
You've... Fine.
Thanks.
There's nothing he wouldn't do for you.
That's as maybe. But if he's ever to make his own way in life, he'll need to start looking out for himself as well. Till then, he'll need people to watch his back. Just like you did.
Of course.
Stop it. You make me one good eye, mister. I don't go thinking that'll do you any favours.
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
How may I help you today, Clive? Come again. I may... Martha's got a big heart. It's a pity there's so many who are happy to take advantage of it.
Sorry, but if you're looking for a bed, there's none to be had right now. We're already sharing our cots with masterless bearers and those who fled the floods, and more seem to wash up at our door every day.
Never trust an owl bearing
Fate
good
seemed
news,
bent
I
on
say.
driving me from my inn.
It is true.
But if they want me out,
We might finally
they're gonna have
a
to
chance
try
get our
harder.
country back.
My lord Marquis, is that... It is you. Then you... I am Sebastian Rutherford, chief steward of your lord uncle's estate.
Of course. We met once before.
Yes, my lord. Thank you for coming.
And what was so sensitive that you couldn't put it in writing?
1,000 apologies, my lord. I did not mean to offend. I merely...
It's all right. Continue.
I am here at Martha's Rest, at the behest of your lord uncle, tasked with learning what I am able of the realm's current state of affairs. And what I have learned is grim. The fall of the Mother Crystals has left Storm in a state of utter disarray. The subsequent darkening of the heavens has only made things worse. Akashic attacks, once unthinkable, are now commonplace. The gears of governance have ground to a halt, and without a steady hand on the tiller, the realm threatens to drift into utter chaos. Your lord uncle, however, believes there is a way to avoid this.
That sounds like... quite...
It is. Hence my having enlisted the aid of several colleagues serving the 7 high houses. Alas...
Alas?
I have lost contact with 2 of them. They are both able-bodied and trained in the sword, yet in these dark times even that may not prove sufficient.
So you want me to find them? I'll need to know where they went.
One I sent to investigate the Republic. The other...
That doesn't exactly narrow it down.
Thank you, my lord.
It's not going to be easy finding one man in an entire republic. Let's hope someone here's seen something.
Mummy, are the bad men going to come back?
The gentlemen of the town guard are a strapping bunch. Perhaps.
Someone's got himself in trouble.
I don't see your master here, so you can start by giving us all the coppers in your purse.
I already told you, I have nothing.
Then maybe we'll take that pretty outfit and the steel you're wearing.
Please!
I'll deal with this.
Thank you.
You that one's master, then? If you'd...
Or you can go back to your garrison.
Oh, you're more... He hasn't had many visits.
It's over!
I'd expect as much from Hugo's faithful, but... these were men of the fist.
Much has changed in the Republican army.
You've seen this kind of thing before, then?
Many times. I was sent here to observe the city.
You're one of Rutherford. You sent me to look for you.
Well, then you have my thanks. I arrived in Dalimil several days ago, but when I called upon the captain of the local his men...
The captain is no more. And his men make the rules now.
Fortunately, I was able to bribe my way free. Only to be...
What of the Fist Central Command? Surely they wouldn't allow such lawlessness amongst their ranks.
I would imagine they are... Those who weren't recalled now rule the fringes unchecked.
Then it's worse than we imagined. You should return to Rosaria.
I'll find a caravan heading north. You won't mind if I borrow...
Not at all. Now, if he was bound for Oriflamme, I'll start at Northreach and see if I can pick up his track. There's a lot of road between here and the capital. Rutherford's man could be anywhere. What happened here?
If you're with the others, they've already relieved me.
I'm not. I'm looking for someone who was...
Then you found him. I'm Alistair Rockford, attendant to the Lady Ariane
of the Seven High Houses of... It's been a long time since last I saw my great-aunt. Is she well?
My Lord Marquis? Yes. Yes, she is. I was on my way back from the old capital when I saw some...
bandits.
They looked more like field hands. It didn't matter in the end.
Which way did they go?
South, toward the gate.
All right. I'll take care of them. Founder knows I've met enough of their kind. You head back to Northreach. Visit the Vale. Tell them I sent you.
Thank you. I shall. It was only a short while ago that I was assaulted. If you hurry south, you may find those who did this.
They just couldn't resist, could they?
This one's ours, pretty boy.
All yours, Torgal.
Nice try. Make for the town while you can.
You don't need to tell me twice. Many thanks, traveler.
This looks to be all of them.
I thought I told you to make for the...
And stand by, as ill might befall the heir to the ducal...
It's just Clive. And I'm fine, which is more than can be said for you.
I will survive.
Strange that the garrison wouldn't intervene in such a brazen attack so close to their gates.
The garrison have their hands full inside the city. Some days they don't even send out patrols. There are few hands left to work the fields, and even fewer to transport the grain. The market stalls are nearly bare, and the price for what remains is exorbitant. It's not uncommon to see a fight break out over a crust of bread. When I said the ones who attacked me didn't have the look of bandits, I meant it.
Rockford, if you are to continue your investigation, you first need to seek the attention of a healer.
I shall return to Northreach right away, but allow me to thank you first.
Don't thank me. Thank Rutherford. It was he who sent me.
I suppose he'll be wondering where I've got to. I shall send a Bastolus as soon as I'm able. Good day.
My uncle certainly has his work cut out for him. If it isn't already too late. I should go and tell Rutherford that his colleagues are still in one piece.
There were ghosts at the gates not days ago. Those things I said before about not being able to fight.
You didn't mean them. I know. That's not the man you are. The man I love.
You needn't fret. The creatures have been dealt with. Can't you forge anything harder? Those beasts have skin like iron.
I might have been able to before the crystal cracked, but since then, the furnace has been about as much use as my brandy.
You heard the herald. The emperor.
Captain said it was you who slew the, whatever they were. And for that you have our thanks. Now that we know how to fight them, I hazard we'll fare a little better the next time they attack.
Hippocrates said I should be able to find what I'm looking for somewhere nearby. Bright blue dragons and bright yellow flowers. Should be easy enough to spot. This must be our wyvern. All right. Let's get this over with. That's the wyvern's liver. Now I just need to find the herbs. Bright yellow with a heady scent. I think that's everything Molly needs to resurrect her recipe. Head back. I see you're still here.
The Rest's location affords a constant flow of traders, and with it, speaking of which, I
only happened to be in the right place at the right time. They both seem to think the realm's prospects rather grim.
I am afraid that grim. Storm is in crisis, and we must work.
As it is mine.
Seems the hideaway's lost its app. So...
I did, and he was...
And what let's... And here we have it. Fried... So, not.
What the crackle of the It is a tour de force. A force of
I think he likes it.
Well, I can't quite tell with all that nonsense he's talking. But I
Decent. Sid, might I suggest that you command a party of your finest men and women to procure a dozen blue...
I'll give it some thought.
Did you see the pair that got hauled into tyres?
Aye. All their fancy silk stained red.
We're not alone.
All right.
Careful.
We can use the ruins to cross the ravine.
Assuming they will allow it. The echoes have a will of their own.
Tell us about Yote, Joshua.
She's strong-willed, loyal, and deadly with a blade. Much like Clive, but with better manners.
Hey, do. Where are you off to now, then? Bound for the Free Cities, perhaps? Oh, no need to say if you'd rather not. We all have our reasons. Ain't exactly feeling like sharing with strangers myself at the mo. Truth be told, I could do with a bit of inspiration. Don't know which way to turn no more. Was doing a roaring trade back in Oriflamme. Right up until the poor Drake lost her noggin. So, thought I'd try me luck in the desert. And the Fang went the same way. And don't get me started on the mess in the bloomin' Dominion. Suppose I could try Camber next. But knowing my luck, the old place would be crawling with the works before I'd even sat out me stall. But as I always say, where there's crisis, there's opportunity. The opportunity to mint Gil, that is. So, where to next? Is there any money to be made in Ash? Do orcs even carry Gil?
You're injured. What happened here? Where are your comrades?
Ether flood. Up ahead. It swallowed our camp. While we slept. My own men did this. There's a village not far from here. Tabor. It's only... We can't let those...
I'll go. You catch your breath.
Thank you. Forgive me.
Rest well, soldier. You said the encampment was close. Let's hope the Akashic are still there.
Another ether flood. They're everywhere now.
We can't go round it.
Then we'll just have to be careful.
Right. I got here in time.
Is someone there? Please, I can't move my leg.
That doesn't sound like an Akashic. You're with the battalion?
I am.
Taken care of. One of your brothers in arms told me what happened and asked for help.
Another survivor.
His wounds were too deep.
He was right to send you. Those things. Tabor is safe thanks to you. You seem familiar.
You must have me confused with someone else.
Son of a whore. Yes, I was there, in Kosnis, when you killed my brothers.
My war with Hugo Kupka is over. I bear no ill will toward those who followed him.
And what of my ill will? Coward!
When your wounds have healed and your head has cooled, come and find me if you must. Though I hazard your life would be better spent in service of those who need it. Or have you forgotten your oath to the Republic?
My oath? What would you know of...
I know how hard they are to keep. Which is why I'm giving you the chance to keep yours.
No. I won't be deceived. Lord Kupka told us of your crimes. You are an outlaw.
A man. Like you or anyone else.
I am nothing like you. Just know that I will find you, Sid. Someday.
You will regret not killing me when you had a chance, Sid. I will avenge my master.
We're nearly there.
Have you been to Tabor before?
There are a few places I haven't.
Welcome, travelers. We don't get many visitors here in Tabor.
Where now, Joshua?
There is a residence just inside the city gates. She awaits us within.
Are you buying or selling? Anything else? A fine choice. Got anything else for me? Ah, Not bad. It's a deal.
Feel like I've fleshed 100 skins today.
Stay focused, William. One step at a time.
Yes, the finish is its...
Forgive me, traveller, but no matter how deep your pockets might be, we only sell to trusted patrons. I do hope you've not had a wasted journey.
Not a scratch on them. Have you noticed the elder has been coughing less?
Thank you for the deal, egg, mister. Mummy made a pottage from it.
Sounds delicious. Perhaps she'll invite me round to try it next time.
Decent quarry's been hard to find since the sky's turned.
It has indeed. Can't blame the beasts for being on edge.
How are those new boots treating you?
They're fantastic. Soft as phoenix down, but tough as boiled bow.
So it's these stones to Canva, and the rest of the pieces to Dalamo.
You wouldn't happen to have a decent whetstone in there, would you, madam?
I'm sure I can find you something. All of these stones have a good bit of diamond dust in them. That'll see your sword sharp, all right?
My Lord Marquis, it is an honor. I am Yote, Knight of the Undying, charged with the protection of His Grace Joshua Rosfield, Keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix.
Of course. It all makes sense now.
Would you care to elaborate?
The Undying are loyal servants to the ducal throne. Or more specifically, to its heir. They have served our family for generations, albeit from the shadows.
Since their inception, they have been tasked with the preservation and enactment of the rites of ancestral communion. After the events at Phoenix Gate, it was the Undying who delivered me to safety. And since the day I left Rosaria, Yote has been my constant companion and protector. Without her sword, I would not have survived my journey across the realm.
Rise, Lady Yote. You saved my brother. I owe you a debt I can never repay.
I but did my duty.
Come now. Tell us what you've discovered.
Your Grace. It is as you feared. The vessel we spied off the coast of the Crystalline Dominion on the night of her fall. It was the Einherjar. beyond any doubt.
The Black Galleon.
Joshua, the Einherja is the Royalists' flagship. What business would they have in the Dominion?
Upon learning of Waloed's involvement in recent events at Drake's Fang, I sensed the malign influence of Ultima, and bid Yotei and the Undying look into the matter.
We have reason to believe that the Black Galleon weighed anchor shortly after the fighting began, and set a course due south.
For Canva. Then it is Waloeda knights who besiege the cities.
What is left of them, yes. And the Black Galleon sails at but one man's behest. Barnabas Tharm.
But are we truly safe here in the Agora?
The city guard have been paid, if that's what you're implying.
All the more reason for them to run.
Well, you are free to leave, Lord Minister.
Markets abandoned, warehouses aflame, blackened hulls choking every port in the capital. Canva is ruined.
The realm teeters on the brink of chaos, and all you can think about is commerce!
Forgive us. We were not aware Dhalmekia now subsisted on charity.
Not quite.
How dare you!
Distinguished members of the Council, you must forgive His Majesty this intrusion.
What is the meaning of this?
A trifle crowded, but I fear it will have to serve, my liege.
Very well.
My colleagues, do you not see? The king! He has come to save us from the Akashic. He is a gift from the heavens, divine intervention, our very salvation.
And of course, if it is compensation he requires, we would be most willing to negotiate a fair price for services rendered.
Fools! Your ignorance unbecomes you.
Your Majesty, correct me if I'm wrong, but I would swear that the fiends washing the cobbles of Canva with the blood of her citizens wear the colors of Waloed. Ha! So you do not deny it. Guards, fetter them, and see our guests to the dungeons!
Enough. Pathetic creatures. That you should imagine yourselves worthy of salvation. The girl is still here, somewhere in the city. Her consciousness fair dripping with her late father's hubris. A consciousness to which Mythos is inextricably bound and inexorably drawn. See that he is made welcome.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Come, Mythos. Surely the prince's light cannot have sated you.
So then, how long has Waloed been under Ultima's control?
How long indeed? Based on what we know of Barnabas's actions, I would guess some few years, mayhap more.
But to what end? What does Ultima want?
The tapestry. Show them.
By the flames.
Phoenix Gate, Drake's Breath, and now here. But what is it?
It is old, ancient, even. Naught remains of the faith it represents, save what can be gleaned from the image itself. None could tell me what the one in the apothecary meant, even the Undying. But I believe it may be the key to discerning Ultima's purpose. That figure in the center, the one beneath whom the icons congregate, that I believe to be Ultima. He is a god, or at least godlike, his very existence beyond our ken. The icons, and by extension their dominants, are meant to be his subjects, and while some, like Barnabas, have accepted this role, others have rejected it, like you, Clive, which is rather inconvenient, as it appears he needs you most of all. And gods don't like to be disobeyed.
No, I don't suppose they do.
Clive, may I tell Yote of the lake?
By all means.
Yote, I will be accompanying my brother to the Free Cities. Whilst we are afield, I would have you watch over those Clive has made his wards. Omielos delan tuisag ilith. Though well concealed, the hideaway lacks trained fighters to defend its occupants should they be discovered.
But it is my duty to...
As it has ever been my brother's duty, remember.
If that is your wish, Your Grace. But please be safe. If aught were to befall you,
You have my word.
Farewell, my lord, my lady.
We are in your debt, Yote.
Let's find our friends.
It's plain she cares for you very deeply.
And I her, which is why I had to let her go.
Opportunity beckons. Who? Is that blade for hire, perchance? Because I have a mind to make a killing.
Figuratively, I hope.
Well, yes and no. A passing caravan carried with it a rumor most fortuitous for one in my trade, that an elder Dread Evis had been sighted in the fields of Korava. Dread Evis are aggressive beasts. Compelled as they are to acts of violence, few survive to maturity. But those that do develop a hide of...
A hide you want to sell?
Eventually. Dread...
All right. I'll hunt your Evis.
Of course! Leave Tabor through the east gate. I eagerly await you.
Careful how you pack that leather. Any crystals cracks.
You there! Finally,
There's something at the... Climb the stair.
Three of them, to be precise. One each to... I'm here in the hope that those carvings might shed light on a riddle. I mean, namely, the otherwise undocumented origins of Tabor's unique people.
I can't promise I'll remember everything
Remember what you can. I'll piece together the rest. Make for the domed pavilions, and you'll have...
How are those new boots treating you?
They're fantastic. Soft as phoenix down, but tough as boiled bone.
No history would be complete without mention of the mother crystals.
Why won't the sky go back to how it was? I don't like it.
So it's these stones to Canva, and the rest of the boxes to Dalamil.
Not a scratch on them.
Have you noticed the Elder has been coughing less?
What golden plains might the wanderers have called home, I wonder?
Mummy made a pottage from it.
Decent quarry's been hard to find since the sky's turned.
It has indeed.
Farmers must have settled here in Tabor. I should speak to the old scholar before I forget everything I've read. The engravings were in good repair, considering their age.
Oh, would that I could have seen... Oh, come, don't tease me now. What did you learn of this place? And let's start with the engraving to the south, shall we?
Guardians of the Crystal, the first stones of Tabor, sacred hold thy noble blood, till ends the mother's labor. I'm pretty sure that was it.
Fascinating. It would seem the founders of this city were descendants of the... But whatever could have driven the Guardians, the engraving to the north is next, I think.
Wanderers of the Golden Plains, lay your roots in stone. With pride recall thy noble past, and make these rocks a home, or...
No doubt you're right. There are vestiges of nomadic customs in Tabor. Its guardian roots could... This is proving most...
Children of the hunters, now tillers of the land, reap her promised blessing and give praise her gracious hand. That's all three.
And so, we add primitive farmers to Tabor's founding, 3 engraving guardians of the Mother Crystal, wanderers from across the plains. Little wonder it was so difficult to trace the roots of Tabor's culture.
Too many stairs, perhaps.
Ha! Too...
How are those new boots treating you?
They're fantastic. Soft as phoenix down, but tough as boiled bow.
An ether flood, yes, and not a stove.
Old he may be, but it looks like there's still plenty of fight in him yet. The sooner it's off my hands, the better. Here's...
Do...
Cyril. How fares the search?
Well, Your Grace, my report shall be with you ere long.
Ah, yes. Yotei is otherwise engaged, at my behest.
And the duty of wardenship?
Fulfilled. For as you see, I've been reunited with my first shield.
I am Cyril, Knight of the Undying and bearer of the Burning Quill, charged with chronicling the mortal deeds of His Grace, Joshua Rosfield, Keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix, and rightful Archduke of Rosaria.
I entrusted Cyril here with overseeing the investigation into Ultima's origins. Findings from his brothers and sisters afield are delivered here to be collated and catalogued.
Just how many Undying are there?
Not nearly enough, milady. Yet we are glad to give our all in service to the Phoenix. Such is, and has ever been, our creed.
I see.
You have your associates, I have mine. But you may now think of them as ours. That won't be a problem, will it?
The Phoenix is our sun, and we but the shadows that quicken in his radiance. It is from the darkness that we serve, both him and now you. Pray accept this token. For as long as you bear it, members of our order will reveal themselves unto you, if there is nothing further.
No. You are dismissed.
Your Grace.
To Canva, then.
We'll talk about this later.
Cyril seemed very, You certainly keep strange bedfellows, Joshua.